now, the next thing, I do actually quite believe that I was thinking about the party members. So, like, for example, what if a party member is a little bit too overpowered? Like, there have been some screenshots on, about Paper Mario 3DS where you can see a chump, and that is pretty much, I believe, a chump. Ever since Super Mario 64, I thought those creatures were like I don't know, like so powerful. Funny trivia right here. Whenever I got Super Mario 64 for the first time, I played it. The chomp on the first level got me scared to shit. So that is pretty much all all about the trivia thing. So. For example, what if a party member is like sort of overpowered? That would be, maybe, and that is where the strategy comes. Like for example, if there's a fire enemy, you have a badge that protects against fire, and you have a badge. I think it's called Ice Power, where if you jump on if you jump on an enemy, you can do additional 2 damage on top of protecting you from the fire that is implemented in the enemy. So, like for example, the same with what if an enemy has a spike on its head or something, then you use that thing. So it's it would be sort of like Pokemon, where and I know I am going back to Pokemon, but just listen to this. Like, for example, you could go on a battle for so long that you could know, like, for example, oh, my enemy has this badge, this badge, this badge. So you could potentially use your turn to switch back and forth in between members to look, to figure out which one is a sort of the weakness of your enemy. So that is going to be amazing. And the most awesome thing about multiplayer battles, in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, I don't know if you guys ever got to a high level, but I think right now my main file that I spent 52 hours on, I am only level 42 going through the Pit of 100 trials back and forth, and it's really difficult because you only get like a couple star points in the last like 10 floors or something, and if you get an Macy Daisy over there, you're just lucky. So what I wanted to say with this, what if the online Wi-Fi battles could affect your level? If you win, you get star points. If you lose star points. So that is going to increase even more the competitivity. Is that even a word in English? I don't know. I'm going to say it. It's going to increase it. Like for example, what happens in Call of Duty? In any Call of Duty game, you go in a game, you win, you get experience, and you get more experience for winning. If you lose, you still get experience. So that is really bad. I know from one of my friends who plays Halo a lot that there is. I am not a Halo player, so I think I'm going to explain this as as far as I can. If you go on a match, I think you have to win like five matches in order to the next match will give you experience in some sort of way. So that is that implemented in Paper Mario, where you can what if you have a win streak of 3, and after and then in your fourth win, then you get star points. So that wouldn't be so overpowered as to say, like for example, oh, I win, I get a lot of star points, go back to my main menu, switch up my badges, and that would be sort of unfair. So I think that could be also a really good point to have some sort of cap where I say, okay, you're not going to get any sort of experience until you win like 3, 4, or 5 matches, which for experienced players, I think it would be awesome. So yeah, and another concept I wanted to mention would be the items. What if this opens up a whole like branch of of things, and when thinking about Paper Mario 3DS multiplayer or Wi-Fi battles, you have to think about so much. I mean, you have to think about your own stats, so you know your level. You have to think about your badges. You have to think about your party members, your upgrades, your abilities. You have to think about counters. You have to think about winning or losing. You have to think about the other enemy. You have to spend maybe a lot of time on the battlefield to find out what your enemy is wearing, what his weaknesses are, and I think that would be so amazing. I would play the shit out of that game if multiplayer battles were implemented. And I know this is sort of a game aimed for for younger people, but I mean Nintendo knows very, very well that this game was released in 2001. So a lot of children now that played that game. I mean that game. I was born in 1992, so I played that game when I was 9. So right now I'm 19. Nintendo should know that their players that started this franchise are now either older teenagers or adult. I am now an adult playing video games. I love it. So I think Nintendo should look at that. They should say, look, we have a lot of younger generation gamers, but also we are forgetting about the people that started and love this franchise as much as to make a fourth game 11 years after the release of the first one. And looking at the I don't know if Nintendo looks at the community on YouTube. Like, there are so many awesome fan-made trailers about Paper Mario 3DS. Them asking for, for example, their partner wish list, and, people like me who are just passionate enough about the game, who, are making video series of a Road to Paper Mario 3DS, for example, where I play through all the Paper Marios, and when Paper Mario 3DS comes out, I'm going to make a Let's Play out of it first day. So, I think Nintendo should sit with the developers and say, okay, look, there are a lot of potential adults, competitive adults, such as myself. Like, for example, they might know that a lot of people are into online gaming right now, so I really don't see why they shouldn't do that. And if they're not going to do that, then they should look at it, because they know that a lot of the, I'm going to say it again, a lot of people who started this franchise are now adults who, if they, play Paper Mario, maybe they are still gamers who are, evolving, maybe branching out into, let's say, a Call of Duty, Halo, Battlefield. I really don't have any other online games on my mind, but they should say, look, they are into online gaming. What if we put online gaming on this game? Because this, just tell me or not if the game, if Paper Mario has potential for multiplayer. That would be incredible. So I think, I know Nintendo's never going to watch this. I know that the game is already on the makes. So, this is going to be only concept videos of what can we expect. I don't expect Nintendo to watch this video and say, whoa, hold your horses, people. We are remaking this game because this guy wants multiplayer online. I mean, multiplayer on on the game. So I think that's pretty much it. So I'm just making these videos out of pure inspiration to say, oh well, what if Paper Mario 3DS could have a multiplayer? I'm going to make a video about that, and then I'm going to make a video about party members, what party members I believe should be, what party members I don't want in the game anymore. It's going to be an awesome video. So I think that is pretty much it for this episode. this concept. Yeah, I'm going to call it concept episode because now I have 2 of these. So, wow, 18 minutes and 4 seconds. If you guys have watched until now, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like rating and a comment letting me know what you think about multiplayer battles, what could be implemented, what shouldn't be implemented, the limitations, the prohibited stuff. So Yeah, I believe that's pretty much it. So, without further ado, I will see you guys in the next content video where I cover Paper Mario 3DS Party members, and I'm not going to spoil the next one, but it's going to be something sweet. I guarantee you that. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching this installment of Paper Mario Concept, and as always, have a great day. Take care of yourselves. And if you haven't watched my other channel where I am looking at the first Paper Mario, I invite you to do so. So if you do, I will see you there.